Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, back with more cool and unique camp locations for you. Starting it off in the forest with a really simplistic little campsite, but it does have some cool things about it. Starting off, there's a woodpile here, and that is a really tiny woodpile. You will get a cooking station and a recipe spawns here as well, which is really nifty. I can't say for certain if it's always going to be the same recipe or if it changes. I'm going to assume that it changes. And if that's the case, maybe you'll get some more stuff to sell in your shop just by hanging out here. Now other than that, not a whole lot going on other than the bag of cement, and you got a tent that you can loot. Who knows what you'll get out of that. But I feel like it's a decent little spot because it's going to keep you close to a solid tick farming spot, and I know some people want to be closer to 76 with their shops. That way people get a free fast travel to them. Now to Toxic Valley, where I've got some more mannequins for you. Yeah, we just can't get enough mannequins, right? Now, that spot does have a jet ski, which is pretty cool. You don't see them very often. But possibly the coolest thing here isn't the mannequins. It's that Teddy Fear. Oh yeah. Look how cool he is, just sitting there with his rat poison and water and a rag. And he'll probably murder you while you're sleeping in your bed if you camp here. Alright? I wouldn't trust him. He looks like he's up to no good. I don't know what else to say. Just don't turn your back on him. Now the mannequins, much like some of the other ones we've seen, they are dynamic objects, so you can manipulate them. They can fall over, and apparently this one can just ignore the laws of physics and just stop moving halfway through the fall. Yeah, a bit weird. But you'll find this right up here. It should put you in a decent spot for anybody that happens to be going to the Pioneer Scout camp to go turn in some of their lovely badges or take some tests or whatever. Now to the ash heap. We've got a dilapidated trailer. And while I do love this spot, I don't like the fact that it's a set enemy spawn. Like, something will spawn here. I know I've been here several times, but I can't remember what was here previously, but this time it was mole miners. And it seems like one of them spawns outside, then you get one spawning inside the house. So if you do move here, just know that's going to be something you have to deal with. But past that, it's actually a pretty cool spot. You got two different medical containers, you got a food container, you got your random junk hanging out. Wow, I just thought about that. Don't think about that comment too much. Don't do it. Now, out back, I like this. Not for the woodpile. That's not important. But it's kind of almost walled off in the back. So you just kind of close up a couple gaps and you're set. So overall, pretty cool spot. Bit weirder, but also I like that boat on top of it. Gives it a unique look. Now, a lot of people probably won't like that you're down in like a bottom corner of the map, but it is what it is. I can't move the trailer. Now, let's head into the Savage Divide, where we're going to keep it simple yet again with another little camp spot. But, I mean, the good thing about some of these smaller spots like this is enemies don't spawn here. So for the people who are a little bit worried about dealing with enemies at their camp, this gives you a few options. And you do get the explosives crate, get a dead body, because, I mean, if you don't have dead bodies hanging out at your camp, you're missing out. I do like that this spot has some carrots and some potatoes for you, and you get a guard gnome. Not to be confused with the guard dog. The guard gnome is kind of cool. Well, I guess a guard dog would be cool too until someone murders him. But you'll find this right over here. It's in a fairly decent spot map-wise. I feel like you shouldn't have any problem having buyers show up at your camp in that area. Now let's head into the mire with a spot that just might bum you out a little. At least it might bum you out if you've played Fallout 4. Because starting off, you get a free guard tower here on the left, but that structure to the right of it, it should look familiar. Because we used to be able to build with these types of structures in Fallout 4. And yeah, I miss it. While I didn't build with them a whole lot, they had their uses in my settlement. And I would like them back, alright? I like variety in my building. One could only hope as we move forward in Fallout that they will add in some new structures, new structure types. I mean, we've had that in Fallout 4. There's no reason we can't have it here. I don't know. Overall, though, location-wise, it's solid. I haven't seen any enemies spawn there, so that's one less thing you have to worry about. And map-wise, it's in a pretty good spot. You're close to Harper's Ferry. You're not horribly far away from the legendary vendor. It was good. Now for Cranberry. Because I know some people just couldn't live without it. I've got a few more. This will probably be the coolest of what's to come. I could be wrong. But you got this neat little tunnel. You got plenty of little ingredients there for making you some brain bombs. I guess not plenty, you get a few. But you got your duffel bag, your dead body, and some Nuka Cherry, alright? Not a whole lot else going on. But if you do build here, I don't think a lot of players will notice that that's back there. So if that's going to be like a little secret area for your camp, that ought to work out. Now, I don't know if you really want to be living down here, but if you do, find it right here. That's going to wrap up all my locations for this week, but don't worry, I'll be back next week with even more cool and unique camp locations. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.